warm good evening and welcome to it. I'm Thomas Mlambo. This is Sport at 10. We've got a full house, as you can see there. The bench is full, it's overflowing, and the reason is we've got some of the biggest, best and most amazing guests you have ever seen. Welcome to Sport at 10 as we get closer and closer to the FIFA World Cup. We're now down to just over 3 weeks away from it, and it's going to be big on SABC Sport. But here they are. Let me introduce you to the guests. Let me bring you to the bench. We've got the ladies in the front row there, known as a football club by the name of Togana Vasari FC. And this is a team of grannies, 50 to 70 years of age, fighting for positions with Teko Modise. Who plays in Teko's position? Number 10, Kimang from... So there you go. We'll get some team spirit going on there, and then we'll find out from the ladies about how it is that the football is going and why they decided to play football. It's going to be a good story. Then at the very back there, it's Kenneth. Kenneth, you're the man in charge, right?
Yes, yes, Thomas.
Kiweno, setting up team, the whole works.
Yes, yes, Thomas.
Yeah?
In there.
And then?
Hey, we ma'am. Our simple affair.
Who not star player, someone that maybe Chiefs Pirates can buy.
We'll find
out from Kenneth what he has to say there. And then, in the middle, Teko Modise, Navigator, how are you?
I'm good on you, bro.
We're going to talk about the book, right?
Of course.
Kopinyana.
I brought it.
Donkey! Can't wait. The Navigator's here. We'll find out from him, and he's going to sign it for me. Then I can put it away, and it's going to be countlessly priceless. And then I've got, there in the far corner, Mkhanyiseli Masango. Mkhanyiseli. How are things?
How's it, Tom? All good, man. How are you?
Good. Acting and presenting and news. And also there's an interesting thing. I don't want to give it away now.
Yeah.
But in 2010.
I know it. We're going to go there.
We're going to go there.
Thomas,
we're going to go there. You know that guy that... what was that guy, Teko?
You're not going to give it away.
But what was that guy's name?
Which one?
The one that walked around in the... With
mascot.
Yeah. Yeah, what was his name again?
Zakumi.
Something interesting is that. Yeah, what? Feel free to call him Zakumi for the rest of the show. And then I'll tell you why. But guys, let's get into the news stories. There are lots of news stories that were breaking today as far as the world of sport is concerned. So let's get to those news stories and see what is going on. First and foremost, we start out with the fact that AB de Villiers. Yeah, AB. I mean, AB has decided that he's done with cricket. The stats are unbelievable. 114 tests, 228 one-day internationals, 78 T20s. He averages over 50 runs in both ODIs as well as test match cricket. And I mean, he's this number 2 ranked ODI player in the world right now, and he says he's done with playing for the Proteas. It's over. He'll just focus on playing for the Titans, and that's the big story today, because even on the Ultimate Sports Show on radio today, so many people were calling in and saying we need to start a campaign that goes around bringing AB back, especially with the World Cup coming up next year. His batting is unparalleled. Who will replace him? All I can say is that if it doesn't happen that he does come back, if no one can convince him, thank you, AB de Villiers, for the memories. Thank you for the runs, and thank you for your contribution to South African cricket. What a great man. Moving on to the next story for you. And then I'm going to ask the ladies in the front there. Lamuteba Serena Williams.
Yeah,
you owe me about football.
She's a tennis player.
Serena, what are you?
Tennis.
Thank you. I was going to say, let's have a ball of fella. But they've come up with the answer there. Serena Williams, now you'll remember, she went away, she had a baby, she was away from tennis for more than a year. So now with the French Open coming up, she has to go into the French Open ranked number 449 in the world, because in the last 4 tennis matches she's played, it hasn't been good enough. So being ranked so lowly means that she might have to play one of the top-ranked players in the early rounds. In fact, her ranking is so low in the world of tennis, she shouldn't actually even be at the French Open in the main draw. Only by virtue of getting a wild card because you're Serena Williams is she even playing at the tournament. So there's this whole conversation that's saying when a woman goes away to get a baby, she should have a protected ranking, which means when she comes back at the ranking that she left in. And there are a lot of people who are in support of that. You've got Maria Sharapova is saying it's the only thing, it's the right thing to do. The organizer at Roland Garros are not interested. They're like, grand. She must start at the bottom and make her way back up. So I'd like to find out there, what do you guys think? Mkhanyiseli, Should Serena start at the bottom, or would you like her to be back at number 1 and in the draw as a seeded player?
I think it would give her the opportunity, Thomas, to, prove herself again, to see Uti. She still has that muscle post, motherhood.
Starting with as number 449.
Yeah, she'll still come out tops, regardless.
But she might then run into someone who's number 1 in the world in the first round because she's so bab.
Come on, I think she'll pull it off.
Okay, so you have faith.
Yeah.
Serena's your girl.
Yeah, she is.
There you go. Okay, they're feeling good about Serena. Let us know what you think at home as far as that's concerned on Sport at 10 TV. Now, here's an interesting story for you, because look at these visuals, and in the story, listen to it very carefully. It's fascinating. This is Peru. Now, Peru is a nation that haven't been at the World Cup for 36 years. This is their training session. And while the session was going on, the captain of the team, Paolo Guerrero, was having a meeting with Infantino, the president of FIFA. The reason is that Guerrero tested positive for cocaine, and he was then given a 14-month ban. They appealed it. It was reduced to 6 months. And while it was reduced to 6 months, it meant that Guerrero, captain of Peru, could play at the World Cup. WADA, who are the World Drug Agency, said, no, we're taking the ban back up. It's still 14 months. There's no way. And so he misses out on the World Cup. But Guerrero was meeting Infantino to ask him, please allow me to play. And it was on the back of the fact that the 3 captains in the same group that they're playing at the World Cup, in Group C, the captain of Australia, Denmark and France, Mile Ginedak, Denmark, Simon Kracha, and France's Hugo Lloris all wrote a letter to FIFA. And in that letter, I'll give it to you exactly what they say here. They asked FIFA for compassion and equitable, rightful solution that would allow Guerrero to reach the pinnacle of his career. Essentially, they were saying, please, FIFA, let him play in the World Cup, just for the World Cup, and then he can go back to his ban. That's unbelievable, Deco, that the opposition would write a letter to FIFA to say, let the captain play on the back of a drug ban.
Yeah, I mean, but Nakona, I think it depends with the cocaine, how did they find out? Because sometimes...
But it was in the tea.
You see what I mean? So maybe that's why they even wrote those kind of letters to FIFA, actually, to find out if they can allow him to play in the World Cup.
You're not surprised?
I probably, if I was one of the captains as well, maybe that's one thing that I'll do. Yeah.
Let the captain play, because it's the World Cup, right?
Of course.
Biggest thing that can happen in your career.
Of course, of course.
And he's 34 years of age, Guerrero, so he wouldn't get another chance, really, in theory, if he misses this one. Infantino said no, though. That's the answer. So Guerrero won't be part of the World Cup for the team. And then staying with what's going on in Russia as far as the World Cup is concerned, here's another interesting thing, because if you are in Russia, which I may be, I just don't want to floss, but I might be in Russia for a little while just to see what the action is like. And I might get one of these banknotes here, one of these rubles, 100 rubles. It's about 20 rand. They brought out a new note, especially for the World Cup. And it has on the note itself a child holding a soccer ball. It's a special edition. It's about 20 million of these banknotes will be in effect when the World Cup happens. It's real money, but it's supposed to really just be a nice piece of souvenir for people who go to Russia who are at the World Cup. Russia brought out a special note that you can go and buy with, 100 rubles, so 20 rand nyana, and you can bring it home and you can buy things with it. That's what they've gone. That's the extent. That's the excitement that the Russians have as far as the FIFA World Cup is concerned. And then the other big news story that we have to get through to now is the playoffs, because the playoffs are underway as far as the NFD is concerned. Who will go down, who will go up? This was a big game today, and it didn't have any goals in it. It ended with a 0-0 scoreline between Platinum Stars and the team of Jomo Cosmos. There were chances and chances and chances, but nobody could find the net here. There is a Dino Fisser coming up with a big save for Platinum Stars. And, when you look at how this game went, and the opportunities that came, it should have been a game that had score in it, especially when you look at how things went with Black Leopards and where they find themselves on the log. Look there, Teko. There, ubulala umuntu kora. Kuma playoffs. Kora. Yo. It goes over the bar there, Platinum Stars. Roger de Saar's team couldn't believe it. And Platinum Stars really did put on some real pressure there. I mean, players like Bongintuli and... they were instrumental in trying to push forward. Platinum Stars on this day actually were very positive. 2 strikers were in the starting lineup. Roger de Saar really wanted to go and get a result in the game. It didn't come. Look at this here. That one looks like it's going in, but cleared off the line. Finally, the volley not good enough, and finally over the bar. Nobody could score, not for lack of chances. There's the log situation. The team that will feel like they won today will be Black Leopards, who sit on top of the log. Cosmos now with those 2 draws and platinum stars. Just the 1 point to show so far, but there's still, as you can see, a little bit of distance to go as far as the NFD playoffs are concerned. Now I'm going to welcome him onto the set. He's South Africa's one and only sports comedian. He has been doing it for 5 years right here on Sport at 10, and he is the Shampoo Nizer. Shampoo Nino!
Hey, my boy. Oh, you know.
Wait. I'm leaving. I can't.
Okay. Yes,
I'm just confused.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
No,
I'm joking.
I don't
I'm joking. Just joking.
We don't have dates, man. I'll see you on Saturday at the State Theatre.
Yes, because your comedy show is happening this weekend. Saturday, big show.
Yes.
Tickets, 3 days to go. Get them when you can. Get tickets because, yes, the show is hilarious.
Happy birthday to my daughter. It's my daughter's birthday today, so happy birthday, baby, and everything else. I give to us a robala. Get 10, but happy birthday, baby. Thomas Marwena Ubiamar.
What did I do? But then
you should walk in the protocol. Can you guys allow me to walk in? Just welcome.
Okay, let's see.
Macho abona, macho abona, legageni. Suka skozena go bukugusa obelwe. Filo rutile ba le ke nna yo morengwa no lukile o ke ngwana ro. Na yo onele dad wa idio ke nna yo morena.
But these are footballing grannies, so it's not the same.
Yes. These are different grannies.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, but the funeral. If you mail go the police go high, aswabe anu. Baba my anytime. Yeah, on your own. 115. But you
Baba, extra time.
The police is out. You very go. Actually, we look away. Baba, hey, aswoku go fella Thomas. Thomas, who we shout out to Sundowns. You know, we need to actually just say it on TV. Shout out to Sundowns for bringing us Barcelona. For when they win, they bring us Barcelona. We see Barcelona. If Chiefs would have won the league, by now we'd be watching Chiefs versus Chicken Inn. Yeah, no, this is where, you know, Chicken Inn, what Chiefs win. Chiefs, they want Chicken Inn, who's all over macro or rental plus. Go over Regandi. But you know, Thomas, I was a little bit confused. You know, when Messi was here, now when Messi live, people love Messi, guys. But Messi, I swear to you, if Messi could have just grabbed the mic and say, hi guys, 10,000 rand, I give you a kiss. No one never ate. I want a Zambak. I want a Zambak. I'm saying Messi. I'm Shapagal Roma. I'm Messi important.
No, but I have to tell people the truth.
Yeah.
Because Tips calls, Shampoo Nizer calls and says, Thomas, where are you? And I'm next to the field. And then look who was next tight marking me for the rest of the time there. To get that close to Messi. My jersey was even being pulled by you.
Yeah.
The referee said nothing.
Well, it goes both ways, Thomas. I could have been protecting you. No, I look Pumuzo Manenjo. Monian vendor right next to you. So I was just saying, okay, it's fine. But you know something that confused me, guys. Usually have to win a trophy, Thomas. Like PSL awards and like when they win the PSL, usually they grab the trophy and then they lift it up and then they kiss it. Mwah, sorry, you've won the trophy. Trophy, yeah, Barcelona, let's hand down. Get statues of Mandela. I don't know where are you to Mutara Kamtasale Hafa or Maya Mandela? You know how awkward it is to kill Mandela. And then it's a little bit like, hi man. It's hey. I will to Usune Moga, Tata Wedziman. I wanna kiss you, Mare. Ooh, hey, Tata. Retiring, I receive mobile Messi never says, yeah, no, we are here. Ugaru man of God. Like, Regime, Platinum Stars, Sham, yo, Platinum Stars are so pop. Platinum Stars, Bashabile Roger Dizaga Mill. Where's Shabilo Garing? Ogara, you know, Banyana Waguri Plus and makeup. Oh, hot, fruit hot or maro, umangwe. Platinum Stars, yo, that team is so pop, people of the South. That team is pop, but I saw Iniesta play this last game and he was retiring. And they made a big deal about it. Yo, Iniesta, Batima Mabonoko Stadium, it was blazing. Wama South Africa, the players are not retire. Oh, was a taboo. Let's have it. Sister Bettina, it's a retire. You retire 11. No, yeah, what's up? What's trouble? Look, no was a coach who get retired. I was a my last season. Now it's called what's a my season. Can I know how thing? You are the playoffs. The playoffs are very interesting and everything. But we know who survived in the playoffs. The one team that survived, not in the playoff, but in the whole of the league. Lena, really shabby. Super Sports United. After Ajax loser, but celebrate the paternity test gone negative.
Nothing I can add to that. That's the Shampunizer. We'll be back throughout the show giving you that Shampunizing. Now, what do we want to hear from you? Here's the topic that we're going to give you, and that topic is nice and simple. What are your thoughts on AB de Villiers' retirement from international cricket? Are you in tears? Are you devastated? Are you worried? What do you think there with the AB de Villiers? The @Sport10 TV is where you can get a hold of us on Twitter as well as on Facebook. Check it out on YouTube because we do stream the show live on YouTube. And, well, you can even say something to me at Thomas Mlambo. So, it's time for a break. After the break, we come back with Togana Vasari FC. You know, they've got great nicknames. You have to find out about Mzansi for sure, Krok, Mzegezege, Queen Moroka, and Stumo. These are players. These are players. And they're coming up after this. Stay with us to find out more.
Today on the Buy Smart list, Tastic Rice.
My mom is a super mom. She can magically make 1 cup of rice. Fill up the pot. It's not just any rice. She only cooks with Tastic.
For over 50 years, South African mums have trusted Tastic because each grain swells to perfection, separate, fluffy and white. That's why Tastic is still South Africa's most loved rice. Don't just serve any rice. Serve Tastic. Perfect every time. If it's on our list, make sure it's on yours.
Let's talk about the rules of whiskey. They say you should drink it neat, never ever with a mixer. You're only allowed a splash of water or a single cube of ice. Wait until it's old, swill it around, let it breathe. They say whiskey is a man's drink, but you know what they say about rules. Make your own rules with New Clubman from Hague Club.
Remember Vuyo? Tabiso thinks he's manlier than him. But Vuyo doesn't care. What's this guy trying to prove? Tabiso is confused. How does he get someone as beautiful as her? 3 words, Tabiso. Men's Clinic International. For help with weak erections, early ejaculation and low sex drive, simply text HELP to 32110 or WhatsApp us on 072 315 2574.
Mapa.
Some things are better when you mapa. Simba rolls with flavor.
It's time to go big at Spar, because the more you buy, the more you can win. It's our 55th birthday, and you could be one of 55,000 Spar Rewards shoppers to win your shopping for free when you purchase participating products. So, go big, and you could win big at Spar.
Sergio Aguero just can't help making magic moments. He's a game breaker. The youngest at 15 to play in the Argentine Primera División. Manchester City's highest ever goalscorer, including a 94th minute match winner in 2012 to end the club's 44-year title drought. Most goals in a single Premier League match, 5. Third fastest to 100 goals. second fastest goals to minutes ratio. Injury kept him out for much of Argentina's shaky run to Russia, but at 30 he still has much to give. And if there's to be a magic moment for Argentina, count on it coming from Sergio Aguero.
21 days to go to the FIFA World Cup, and we're bringing it to you right here on SABC Sport. Make sure you join us for it. It's going to be a fantastic event. And now, staying with football, the World Cup might be a little bit beyond them unless they bring out a Granny's World Cup, which you never know. But here they are. Togana Vasari FC from Tembisa are in the studio, and I can't wait to find out what has given them the passion for football. But I'll start, first of all, with the founder of the football club in the back. And there he sits, Kenneth Sitahu. Kenneth, how are you?
I'm good, and you, Thomas?
Good.
Thanks.
Why start a football club for Abokoko?
We start a football team le Abokoko tswang basadi ngaqala ngubona labokoko base kusenkwanko.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 2009.
Yeah.
Before World Cup in 2010. So tini team made siqale ngo-August. Our first game ngo-July, siqala ukutraina ngo-July, then our first game we win in 9.
What was the reason?
The reason kahle it's because of indaba ze health kahle. It's not all about football. Because most of abo mama ba uyazi abantu abagugile indaba zabo shukela, abo high blood kanja. So he reason kahle le.
And then when I look at the 5 players that you brought here to the studio with me today, baphelele iyo team then?
No, akusithi.
No.
But Thomas, you know, team ngeke yenza abantu abayi-5.
So how big is your team?
I've got 24 players now.
Yeah?
Yes.
Here, 24?
Yes, we are 24 now.
2 teams, kahle. Namasabzi.
Thomas, when we started, I'm sorry. When we started, maybe nerfita 70, ne?
Yeah.
Yeah, masikala.
70 players.
70 players.
Between the ages of what? So this team here.
It was between 40 to 70.
And then now?
Now the problem with we are no way. Laban bashupa, Thomas.
Kanjani manje?
Angibahlebi namhlanje ngibeke straight.
Yeah.
Uyazi umuntu makakhula. Lento ukuthi umuntu makakhula ubuyele ebuncanini. Mina ngiyayazi ukuthi into enjani. Yeah. Yibo laba ke. Ababuyile badito kuswizi mabala.
Next to me, the closest player to me, I don't know if I should put Ma in front of your nickname. Should I say Ma Mzansi for sure? Because I ain't a nickname leyo, ne?
Yeah.
So Ma Mzansi for sure or Mzansi for sure phela. Uthole kanjani leyo nickname?
Le nickname. Ngithole ebholweni masiloku sidlala.
Udlala yiphi position ma?
Ngidlala position 9.
Le phambili. Oh, mara ngathi angishaya ma.
Angikushaya, kube bayavuma lapho uzobona lento engizozenza la. Mawungangibheka lapho uzosibona.
Okay, and then ngicela microphone here right next to that to uKrog, Ma Krog.
Yeah.
Uqaleleni ukudlala ibhola?
Ayi mina kahle ukuthi bengigula yabo. Ngihlala njalo ngiyaka doctor, bengingapheli iviki ngiyaka doctor. Bangiye shop ngihamba ngemoto, mangiyaphi ngihamba ngemoto. Then ngathola umama uMzansi wangitshela ukuthi hayi man awuthi kutla kanje kancane yabona. Then maybe uzoba sharp and for sure ngashona khona.
Mamzansi, I hope ngeke ungishaye, mara ngicela ukubuza. Uneminyaka engaki?
64.
Hayi.
64.
And usagijima lapha ekhaya.
Usagijima lapha. Engijima kakhulu.
And then in the middle, Mamzegezege. Papa. Ngicela usondeze i-microphone lapha emlomeni. I-position yakho udlala iphi?
Ngidlala number 2.
Ule emuva?
Yeah, ngisemuva.
And then how old are you, ma?
Mina ngina 72 ngoyibamba kahle ngoJune. 72 years.
And then ibhola uqale nini?
Ibhola ngiqale ngo2009 ngoJuly.
For what reason?
For reason yokuthi ngingahlali ngikhathele, ngingahlali ngisoloku ngithuma abantwana, qophela linkirele tiye, bayabaleka. Mawucela itiye kungacedi. Then mawubathuma ungacedi, abantwana bayabaleka. So ngabona ukuthi kuye ejimini kwami kuyangisiza kakhulu.
And kahle iyakusiza vele.
Mina ayikho nje into engathi ngihlupha umuntu ngayo. Mangifuna ukuya shop ngiyaziyeka. Mangifuna ukwenza, mangifuna ukupheka ipapa ngiyapheka. Angithumi umuntu.
Any reason ibhola?
I reason ibhola and anginawari.
angina stress futhi mangise ground ngigijima so hayi stress siyaphela.
You know what, I want to actually, and I don't know if you guys are seeing it at home, but have you seen that this is real? I mean, there is shots of the ladies doing this out there running and Yinlan.
Yeah. Yes, what?
Bagunini la training. They train every day.
Every day.
Nkalo nigezi mic lapha next door to my Queen Morocco. They train every day. Every day, man.
Every day.
Skadban.
Hussein.
Hi, man.
Because Stella was 7 because he win Tamas.
And then how long is the session?
It's 1 enough.
Okay, from 7 up and down so.
Retroates. We'll talk about Jimba strong.
Lily, mom, 72 years.
Yes.
Up and down the field.
Raji.
Hey, no, I'm seeing it. And then head again.
Hey. Today.
Yeah, today.
La head. Okay, my question is Queen Morocco. La head mo Marco gaming. How na mucho hona crosser? Let's just be fair. How na cross again?
No, Thomas.
How na goal ile one ya head?
Thomas, once mina bengicela ukuthi nasoba nama games ukubisa. Uzosibona. Sinomama manje simbiza ukuthi ubullet akekho manje.
Yeah.
Definitely sure nokhuna ngabamba tough time.
Yeah. Akasibithware khule.
Vithiza kahle.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Sharp
mo.
Bullet.
Yeah.
Hey. My Queen Morocco. Paula, what's your story with Paul? Why?
Polo ke bonele botlhokwa gagolo because batho ba bangata ba tshwenya ke di high blood di swikiri. Nna ke tloga Makhulong Stadium ke ra Basotho ke kitima. Ha ke namele taxi. Ene bile ha ona le motho ke motshabang hore eish la ha ba re hona le di sports re mo la ka ntshia no ke itshepilo rai ha re ke ne ke tla ba bontsha hore nna ke Queen Morocco ha ke tshabe motho ba tseba ha ba re di sports rai ke a bangena position 10
jersey number 10
wadlala we
Tiko umnati and then the last man in the corner there Mastumo position ya hoking
ke number 4 komrago ha ke tshwere bolo ha ona motho ka itse ya monna ke divente ke ragela kwa o ka se itse ye monna stumon never.
No, okay, so I hear all of this now. And you're showing off and you're telling me, Linzema, hey, let's check results. Last game, Yalona.
Yeah,
what was the score last game?
9-0 Bloemfontein.
9-0, Bale Shapi.
Shabile.
Bloemfontein.
Belile Plum. La Tora.
Yeah.
What are the away matches?
Yes.
Lile Plum, La Shababa to 9-0.
Shaba 9-0.
No, Stumo, please. I cannot believe it. La 9. And then how many, because which is number 9, how many did you score?
Na ke scorile 4 na kantlele ba bang na modima 9
ba fana e shota ka distrikers so hona le batho ba korang 4 unali bomzansi ba show ba chapa di 4. Is this for real, Kenneth?
Yeah, yes.
Even trips to Bloemfontein, you know.
Yes.
Are there enough fixtures for the ladies?
No. Because normally we used to play maybe 3 to 4 games ngonyaka. Because esikhathini esiningi ama team abogogo ambalwa like namanje khani sithole enye bathi yase Brits nase Mamelodi so sikhulume nabo probably the coming months so basiya kubo those 2 teams.
So what is it? I mean, you're already doing great work in Tembisa. I'm loving it. Ladies, thank you for coming us. But what's the dream, Kenneth? What do you want to happen with Togana Vasari?
I want to see Togana Vasari iqhubeka ifana namanye ama team amakhulu and ihamba kuma province wonke ilento ile spread the very same gospel ukuthi abogogo, they must train because it's not all about football.
Yeah, it's the
Yes,
exercise.
it's an exercise. But through football, banga kungcono because ngibelieve ukuthi mina into engiyibonile ngibone izimanga eziningi kubo labo mama engizibonile straight. They normally used to go clinic once a month, but manje bahlala boma 6 months, 7 months bangayi. Some of them
kakhulu mina
Mzansi.
sugar and high blood.
Yeah.
Mina mara you can't believe angeke ukuthemba. Sugar and high blood kumangiya right through ku doctor bayangijoba benzani ngi right ngendaba ye gymming and bayajabula abo doctor mangibatshela ukuthi ngiyajima. Right through mangiya bangihlaba but mina mangena lapha.
Ladies, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Kenneth, thank you for the great work.
Thank you.
Tembisa's proud of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then you know what? It's not any time that I don't have anything to say. Mar, you have left me speechless because I don't even play soccer anymore. Now I've retired and the ladies are still playing. This is Sport at 10. After the break, Teko Modise will, I guess, also be amazed at this story, and we'll talk about the book, and we'll talk about his time down at Cape Town City, and just so much to discuss. But ladies, I love it. It's a great story. Thank you for coming through, and yeah, we'll be back after this.
We are brothers, mothers. We are big deals and startups. We are readers and runners. Believers, healers, lovers, and fighters. But right now, we are just South Africans.
Absolutely brilliant! South Africa have taken the lead.
Yellow packet, full of packet. Here we go. Deals in the house. Prices are low.
Bag great deals like a twin pack of 100ml tubes of Aquafresh toothpaste for only $16.99. And a 10 kg bag of White Star Super Maize meal for just $56.99. Plus, get 24 340ml bottles of Castle Light beer for $219.99 and get a 6-pack free.
Let your packet overflow with our prices so low.
Heartburn and indigestion can be tricky. If you suffer from stress or lie down after eating, they could always be around the corner. When they come, be prepared with Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts up to 2 times longer than antacids. Gaviscon Double Action. Many causes, one solution.
Brighten up your day with its strong and refreshing taste.
Ngiyabonga mzukulu wami. Avunomusa.
Ngiyabonga gogo. Trinco, everybody's cup of tea. Try a new Trinco green tea.
Hands up for your colors.
Drink a Coke and stand a chance to win a trip to the FIFA World Cup or one of 20,000 t-shirts, plus your share of 8 million rand in airtime.
Looking to feel the back of the net. Modise with the easiest of tap-ins, and Pirates have made it 1-1.
Ansi Jakola way back on the far post. Pela Kibuan, it's swinger to the near post. The general, Teko Modise, opens up the score.
Nancy Navigator, Kalagata.
There he is, the Navigator. 23 games he played in all competitions this season. Went to the final of the MTN 8. And really, if you compare what happened at the end of his time at Mamelodi Sundowns, where Teko played in starting lineup just 3 times, compared to this season under Benny McCarthy, where he played 13 games in the starting lineup. A huge difference. The man is rejuvenated and he's here on Sport at 10. Teko, how are you?
I'm good, and you, bro?
Good.
Good, man.
But you really should be feeling very, very different and very good, because your last season at Sundowns, 3 starts.
Yeah.
You know, that must have been tough.
No, it was. I mean, being from a regular at Sundowns to end up playing 3 games, I mean, of course, it's tough. And for me, as a player that has passion for the game, I also wanted to play. So, and I knew that the chances are very slim, and the guys that are playing in the same position as me, they were doing good. So I just wanted a new change.
Then you go to Cape Town.
Yeah.
Benny.
Yeah.
What does he say to you? How does he give you that motivation, that thing that gets you back so that you play in the starting lineup as regularly as you did?
I think what made it between me and Benny to work was because Benny's new and he wants to succeed. And I want to succeed as well. It was my new environment that I wanted to play. So the first thing that Benny told me, that whenever you're feeling good to play, I'll play you, irrespective. And you just tell me when you're feeling good to play, and then I'll play you. And then for a coach to tell you that, obviously it makes me want to play. And every time he started me to play, and then I played well.
And you hit the ground running, because if memory serves me, your very first game, right, in the league, you scored.
I scored, yeah.
First game in the league. The first game they gave you, I think it was the second game for the team. You missed the first game.
Yeah.
Come in and score.
Yeah, I came in and scored, and then it was a great feeling. But it just that the season didn't go well for me because of the injuries that I had. I thought I could have played more games, but it's just that with the injuries, it's been sad. But I mean, hopefully next season.
Is it different injuries, or was it one thing that was just kept not trying to get well?
It was. Most of the time, it was just one thing that didn't get well, and it took time. And sometimes you get to a point where we realize actually what we could have done earlier to make progress. But if you find out we're doing the same thing over and over again, and end up not getting well. So I think that's one problem that we faced.
So at the end of the season, how would you look back at this season at Cape Town City, not only just for you but as a football club? How do you think you did this year?
I think this year was one of those seasons where we learned a lot. The mistakes that we did. I think at some point we could have been position 1 or 2 on the log, and we lost games that we were supposed to win, and with the so-called small teams. And then I know that whenever we played big teams, always showed up. I think the consistency in our team wasn't there, and those are the things that we learned as well. So, I mean, we tend to change things coming new season. We're trying to do new things, and then hopefully to win the first cup that we're going to face, which is the top 8.
Really?
Yeah.
You reached the final?
Of course.
This year you were in the MTN 8 final?
Yeah.
Disappointing, though, the way it went.
No, it was. I mean, with conceding a goal that minute that we conceded after leading for so long, it was very, very disappointing. And then to come and lose with penalties, it was very, because we knew that we stand a good chance to beat SuperSport. But if you look at it again, SuperSport won the top 8 in the position that it finished in. It was very, 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 very scary. But it shows how the season was and how tricky the season was. It could have been us in that position, because at some point we hit a dip and then we didn't get points. But also other teams as well didn't get points.
So there was a thought at some point where, guys, we could end up in a relegation struggle here.
Yeah. I mean, if when we were in that struggle and if other teams won, we could have been easy. If you realize we won one game in position 3, we lose one game in position 6 or 7. So it was just, that's how the league was. That's how tricky it was. It was a different league altogether. This is the first league, actually, that I've played in that was very, very tricky.
It was a tricky season, and, it's even more tricky at the end with teams relegated. Let's not even get to that. Teko Modise will stay with us, because after the break, as much as he's reviewed the season at Cape Town City, we need to talk about that book, because everybody's talking about that book ever since it's come out, and it's been out for months. The book's called The Curse, and it has some really juicy things in it. So we'll just touch on 1 or 2 of the things that I've thought are the most interesting, and we'll hear it from his mouth, so that we all go and get the book, right? Stay with Sport at 10.
moms, we trust Dettol to protect our families from germs. Now Dettol has introduced a new product for bathing. Try new Dettol disinfectant liquid with aloe vera. With the gentleness of aloe vera and the power of Dettol, it's specially formulated for bathing and protects from 100 illness-causing germs. It's no wonder 9 out of 10 women who tried it on Home Tester Club would recommend it for daily bathing. Trust new Dettol disinfectant liquid every day at bath time. Brand power, helping you buy better.
Little boy, when I realized I would not have the joy of watching you kick your first soccer ball,
then came an organization that changed my son's life.
League of Friends of the Blind helped me find my way. Support Blind Buddy Day on the last Friday of May and help someone like me.
Come to think of it, make it an Amstel.
I'm gonna get what I want and I've got a reason. I'm gonna get what I want and I've got a reason. I'm gonna get what I want and I've got a reason.
Zonke choices, slow brewed, extra matured.
Young ladies from the motherland. We don't come from no other land. Seen this swagger and see shit. Jella will shit. You can bounce to this like a rubber band. Young ladies from the motherland. We don't come from no other land. Seen this swagger and see shit. Jella will shit. You can bounce to this like a rubber band.
Cheese snacks, available in 4 delicious flavors.
Welcome back. Now, Dekomudise's book, called The Curse, is doing fantastically well right now. It is right about just there, short of being the #1 book right now in exclusive books is where you can buy it. And that means there must be good things in that book, Deko, because it is selling like hotcakes. You must be proud of it.
Yeah, I'm very proud. I mean, I'm telling my story the way it is, and I was just hoping that people will read it and enjoy and learn different things that I went through.
What made you decide, I'm going to write a book?
I mean, because I went through so much, and I think I never had an opportunity to tell my story. And yeah, I mean, what is the best way? The best way to do it was to write a book.
So, what I want to do now is I'm going to throw some of the stuff that I know is in the book, and then you're going to tell me just a little bit about that particular thing. For instance, The Curse, the book that you've written, talks about you drinking excessively, like alcohol. Why? I'm even surprised that that even happened in your life.
I think maybe the reason why I actually started drinking, maybe it was because of depression that I had. Because I was...
Depression?
Yeah, because I was in a stage where I thought when I joined the team that there's a team that gives you an opportunity to go overseas. Because it has happened with the players that played before me. So once I got those opportunities, I felt like those opportunities were denied. So, and there was nobody to talk to, and I felt like I've been made a scapegoat because of... The only thing that I'm asking for is to get this opportunity to actually further my career.
And in the book, you'll talk about that. But how badly were you drinking?
It was not too bad, but it was just that it was an everyday thing because I wasn't training anymore. Because you find at some stage I'll be told to come to training, and when I get to training, the coach doesn't know that I'm supposed to be at training. The coach will send me back to the office. I get to the office, nobody's there. I go back to training. The training will say, oh, go back home until we'll call you to come to training. So it was those kind of things. So you never know whether you're going to go to training or not. And at that time, in the media, it was like I went AWOL, with us knowing for a fact that I'm not allowed to come to training.
The book is called The Curse.
Yeah.
And I know that in the book, you also talk about going to Inyanga, like from Congo or something. The two things, the book's name and going to Inyanga, there's a connection, right?
Yeah, there's a connection. I mean, the first thing is, like, for me to actually call the book The Curse was because when me and Nick were actually in the process of writing a book, the word curse was coming out a lot. So it made sense for us to call the book that. In terms of Inyanga, it's not only him. I met so many people that wanted to help me out. So he's one of the guys that... I was curious as well. I wanted to know. Because this guy was actually paying people to bring me in his house. He offered people I don't know how much money.
To sort out your curse.
He offered people 20 grand to just bring me in his house. Then he'll take care of the rest.
What was the curse? What was the thing they needed to fix?
I think maybe it was that, because everybody thought I had a curse. And then I think the first thing that he said to me was like, I want to help you to start winning things. And at the time, I've already won the league at Sundowns.
Now we are here.
I'm a curious person. But I didn't know that it was Inyang at the first.
They
just said the King of Congo wants to see you. I've met people that said they want to meet me. Yeah, so they were like, the guy really, really likes you and he wants to meet you. And the person that actually told me this is a very, very important person. I'm not going to name his name, but he's a very, very important person, so I took it seriously.
So, and in the book, you're going to give us a little bit more than you're even telling me here, right?
Yeah,
the story is there.
No, in the book, everything is there. And I want people to go and buy it. Actually, these are exclusive books. And then...
Oh, now he brings the book out. Okay. But before I get there, because there's also a line in the book where you say, never be alone in a room with the Iron Duke when he's angry.
Yeah.
How did you get to experience that? Because I know in the book there's a whole part about that. How did you get to experience the Iron Duke angry and be alone in a room with him?
It's because when I first came to the team, I've never seen him angry. And I was one of his favorite players. You know, in big games, he'll call me in and tell me how important the game is. I need to drive the guys because I was carrying the team at the time. So when me and the team started having differences, I saw him angry, and trust me, because he's a very important figure in football. And also he's a father, and he's got passion for his team as well. So, and he knew, and I also knew, that he's actually helped me to become where I was. So I didn't want to piss him off, but yet I wanted to be given an opportunity. So it was a thin line, actually, how to speak to him.
So you're sitting there, and you can see the anger is rising.
Yeah.
How does that feel at that moment?
I felt like I was doing a wrong decision. I felt like going overseas or trying to go overseas was the wrong decision. But I think maybe the understanding from my side as well, it wasn't as well, because I think maybe if the conversation was much better, I could have understood the reason why I wasn't. But it's just that probably maybe I wasn't told properly, or maybe I didn't want to understand, because I felt like if I can go overseas and get a team before World Cup comes through, I don't have pressure to perform on the World Cup. So I'll actually have a good tournament.
Wow. I wouldn't want to do that. I mean, I wouldn't want to be in that room, because I think like, where do you go? What happens next? But I need that book, right? Because all the things I was touching base on is things that I've heard, people telling me, you know, this is what's in the book. It's going to be good. Make sure you... Can I have the book?
Yes, sir.
Can I really?
Yeah, you can.
No, but then...
I can actually sign for you.
No. I even brought a special pen. Like a special... Not just a pen. Silver pen. I'm getting it signed. And then I will be in it, because I have to hear about all of the things from marriage, drinking, nyanga, alone in space with the Iron Duke. And also, Deko, as you sign it, apparently you and Pitso didn't speak, right? Like for years. Towards the end of your time there?
Yeah.
There was no conversations really happening?
There was none. I'll tell you why, in fact. I think the reason is...
Later, you know, while you tell me. Let me see,
With me, Pitso, it goes a long, long way. It wasn't as bad, but it just that when it came to it's on the other side, comrade.
No, but it's here. I get to It's there. I've got it signed. Signed copy. You can't have it. But you and Pitso, in the last couple of years at your time at Mamelodi Sundowns, it was just cordial but no conversation.
Yeah, I think I felt bad, because this is a person that actually... I started being coached properly by Pitso, and he's the only person that actually introduced me to the PSL. But then I think at some point things started being bad without communication.
And Kulmisani?
Yeah, that's not Kulmisani at all. Like, I felt at some point, even the players, they even asked me, why you guys aren't speaking?
Marugo training every day. We wave and then...
It was the issue, because of now, sometimes you've got 3 coaches, I'm a captain, I'm a senior player, so whatever the information needed to be passed to me, it'll go through my channels. Maybe an assistant coach will come and tell me, maybe my instructions to go into the game.
Beef? Will you tell me in the book what the beef is, actually? Because I can't just talk.
I think like, for me, it was just me explaining that issue. I don't think I know the issue in depth, or maybe now Peter, he was doing it without even realizing that he was. So I don't know where the beef comes from, where it started, or when it started. So it just
But how did you feel when it was happening?
I felt bad. because I mean, there's a person when he was in the national team, I was at Sundowns. He was asking me, he was asking me about the team. And when he came to the team, I knew that he was coming. So I knew that he was going to save the team. I was happy that he's coming because I understood him better. And I was the guy that actually was helping other players to understand him because he's a very emotional coach. He's very passionate. I was the guy that actually was helping other players to understand. So coming back and be the person that you don't speak to else on the background, I'm doing so much for the team, even though I'm not playing, but I'm doing so much for the team because I've got love and passion for the team. It was kind of sad for me. So I was like, if I'm not appreciated anymore within the team, let me go somewhere else and play.
Here it is. I've got my copy, The Curse. Where can I get it, Deco?
You can get it at exclusive books, countrywide, and I think we 400 copies less to be #1. It's a good feeling, and right now I'm doing tours. I think I'm going to Bloemfontein on Friday, and I was at UG last week, and I need to go. I'm going to Botswana again, probably next week. So I'm touring the country. So it's a great feeling.
400 books to go, and I think we're going to do a big job today in terms of getting some of these books off the shelf. You tell some great stories, and I'm going to get into the book tonight after the show, The Curse. Get it now before it is gone from all those shelves. And also, let's get Deco's book to #1. Come on. Thank you, Deco, for coming in and sharing the stories with you.
Thank you very much.
We're going to a break. After the break, Mkhanyiseli Siwahla, the guy that you remember from Generations, the legacy that could hack everything. That's why I'm switching off. Yabona here. You see here, right here. I'm switching it off so he can't hack it. We're back after this.
You can suffer from many different types of pain. Nurofen knows this, which is why it targets the source of your pain and works with your body to provide relief for up to 8 hours. Ask your pharmacist about Nurofen for targeted relief from pain for up to 8 hours.
Beware the brilliance of new Harpic White and Shine. Its thick bleach and baking soda leaves your toilet blindingly bright and clean.
How'd you hurt your back?
I
was mountain biking.
Whether you hurt your back working up a sweat or elsewhere, Transact will sort it out for up to 12 hours. Transact, for however you hurt your back.
When it comes to your dry skin or eczema, trust E45. It's suitable for the whole family. E45's clinically proven formula creates an effective barrier that helps repair and protect even eczema-prone skin. E45, for healthy feeling skin.
There's fast, then there's 1, 2, 3 times fast. Desperate. Starts to work up to 3 times faster than paracetamol.
Heartburn and indigestion can be tricky. If you eat too much or food that's too spicy or greasy, they could always be around the corner. When they come, be prepared with Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts up to 2 times longer than antacids. Gaviscon Double Action. Many causes, one solution. Don't let heartburn and indigestion ruin your Easter. Try Gaviscon Double Action. Heartburn and indigestion can be tricky. If you suffer from stress or lie down after eating, they could always be around the corner. When they come, be prepared with Gaviscon Double Action. It soothes within 3 minutes and lasts up to 2 times longer than antacids. Gaviscon Double Action. Many causes, one solution.
Say something.
And
I'm in. We've done it. Okay, Siambiza get my in 3, 2, 1.
I guess you're still watching Expressions now.
Mkhanyiseli Siwahla is here in the studio. There he is. He's even saying, yeah. Tell us about the show. Tell us about Expressions. When can we see you? It's doing great things. SABC1, when?
Well, it's the most watched youth current affairs show on the platform, by the way, if I might get that out.
Well, welcome to the most watched sports show on television as well.
So now you're flex.
No, yeah, I mean, you were the most watched youth show, most watched sports show. You know, we just got to. But yeah.
No, but it's on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on SABC1. Basically, Expressions Man is an agent of change. We give young people the opportunity to voice their views. We challenge the status quo. I work with an amazing young lady, Batu Jackie, who's also, you know, doing great as my co-presenter. So, yeah.
Now, there I see you as a TV host, and you're doing a great job there. Yeah. But you're also an actor, right? Like, I'm looking at my Twitter here, and everybody's like, that's Zach, you know, from Generations The Legacy. So what are you? What animal are you? Because I know there's other things you do as well. Music, so much.
Dude, I just got to a point where I just didn't want to be boxed in so many ways. You know, when you can do something, you must always just make the time to make it happen. Yeah, boss. So I just happened to have done everything that I like at the short time that I wanted to do it.
And you're from a place called Leandra.
Yeah.
Where is Leandra?
That's in Mpumalanga,
yeah?
Dude. Just close to Secunda, a few kilometers away from Secunda. Don't you know Secunda?
No, we're going somewhere. When we're going somewhere. Because you can't say Leandra. I'm going somewhere serious. But, Mkhanyiseli, at the top of the show, I mentioned to people that 2010 has a special place in your heart. No. Last year exposure. So, tell me, in 2010, you were like a very important person in 2010.
Yeah.
Who were you?
I was a spectator like everybody else.
And then, what else?
I was a spectator like everybody else watching soccer. No, man, I got you know, during my time at varsity, I got the chance to play Zakumi.
You were Zakumi!
You know?
You were inside
the costume.
We've been looking for Zakumi for years.
Yeah.
We found Zakumi.
Yeah.
You were really him.
Yeah, man. I had the chance to play Zakumi and travel as well. It was really awesome.
Like, were you the main Zakumi? Was there only one
I was
Zakumi?
playing alongside two other gentlemen. But of course, I also did most of the big matches as well.
You were the main,
nice.
Like you were Zakumi.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you even get that gig?
Dude, I was still in varsity back then, and I decided to get myself an agent. And next thing, I got called up to be in a costume. I didn't even know. I had no clue what it was for until I actually got there and I was told that there's this thing we're planning on doing, and it's going to be the mascot for the World Cup. I was like, what? And I didn't really know Uti Uzakumi was that big till I actually got the gig.
And then you're at varsity, right?
Yeah.
So, you know,
it was a secret.
That was me. I'm Zakumi.
No, it was a secret.
Huh? You weren't allowed to reveal?
No, you weren't allowed to. You weren't allowed to.
Really?
Yeah, but...
You couldn't tell anybody that I'm actually Zakumi?
Yeah, but in Benjazamu, you know, in Benjazanjani, they always go around telling.
Okay, listen.
Keep up with my words.
Let's test your knowledge of sport.
Okay.
Because you're looking super fit and stuff. Are you sporty?
Yeah, I'm very sporty. I've just
sport?
decided to take up cycling, but it's only like 2 months.
Okay.
It's a 2-month thing. That
Sport a 10 cup.
Okay.
You can't have it. It's priceless. But the cupcakes you can if you get these questions right.
All
and
right.
I know you're a journalist, so we've put out the things that should make you know. Like if you're a journalist, you'll know, right?
Okay.
So let's start with this guy. Can you recognize this man? Who is this? He is a legend. Here we go. You can see it here. Marathon.
Josiah Chukwan.
Yes, 1996.
Yeah,
winning the gold medal for South Africa. First black South African to win a medal at an Olympic Games.
Yeah.
What did this man do special against Barcelona?
He scored that goal, right?
Yeah! Can you name it?
Yeah, the first goal.
Well, there was only one that they scored.
Of Villiers.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, the journo's on fire. The journo's on fire. Last question. Because he worked as a journo in London. You did, right?
Yes, I did. I was a South African correspondent for a London TV channel.
And Zakum, just
so, because you're in London, here's one of the most famous British athletes out of Africa.
Mo something?
Mo Farah, yes. 4-time gold medalist, 2 in the 5,000 meters, 2 in the 10,000.
No, I'm not giving
I have to.
I can't give him. You need to do that Zagumi thing.
I shampoo.
Zagumi, you only had one move. I met him at Zagumi. You don't know that I met you. I met you. I met him so many times, and I saw that it was Zagumi because I was teaching the disc dance during the World Cup.
Oh, so you knew it?
I saw.
So you knew how to do the disc dance.
They were so hot in there. There was someone walking around with fans so that they can release him and come backstage like, "You're shying a fan, man. You're shying a fan." I'm like, Zagumi, you're talking. So Thomas, happy belated birthday.
That was Monday.
It was his birthday on Monday, so happy belated.
Thank you.
Monday, and it's my daughter's birthday today, so happy birthday, Jose Zagumi. All we have to say to you is
shampoo.
We're going to leave you with the words we leave you every single week with. Thank you, Mkhanyiseli. And if you're not watching Sport at 10, what are you doing?
I'm doing this.
Are you hashtag savvy?
No. I'm so sorry for you.
Well, let's get you clued in. Hashtag the laughs. Hashtag the moves. Wow. Hashtag the comedy.
I was combining the amafuta lana wena.
Amafuta frizile hawo.
Hashtag the weirdness. Get in on the fun with
Throwback Thursday.
7:30 on Thursdays only on SABC 1. Zanzibar Show.
From the Moruleng Stadium, it is a promotion playoff 2018. Dikwena up against Ezenkosi, Platinum Stars up against Jomo Cosmos right here at the Moruleng Stadium in the Northwest. It is really about getting the 3 points, but one can argue that if you look at this game, it's nothing more than just a cup final for these two teams. Remember, Platinum Stars have come maybe through the back door, if you can put it like that, but they will be hoping that they will go all the way and get their first 3 points here. As we see there, of course, the home team, Platinum Stars, arriving here earlier on. And one thing that has happened there is that the coach has made a number of changes to make sure that really they play much better than they did in their opening match against Black Leopards, the match that they lost. But then again, you look at the team that is visiting, that is Jomo Cosmos. First home game, got a point out of it. Also, they could have lost, but managed to get an equalizer right at the death. So they'll be getting into that energy, tapping into that energy and making sure that they get something positive out of this one. But nothing else more than just a win will do for both these two sides. But I can tell you that again, if you look at Platinum Stars, Roger Desa has made sure that he's made a number of changes, and then those are the attacking changes that he's put into the game. On the other side, you've got Jomo Sono, who has made just a few changes really to try and make sure that he get them to play the ball. We're expecting a game where both sides will put the ball down and really play it. Right now, let's hear from both coaches ahead of the match. Rog, big game, must win considering how you started this playoff.
Absolutely. I think we gave away a point there, and we got to get going straight away. And I think another cup final, really. Today and Saturday is vital for us. And if we want to be with a chance still, we need to get the 3 points.
You've made quite a number of changes from the team that played in the opening match. Tell us about what influenced that.
Well, I think it's a little bit more an attacking team. I think it's players that have showed up during the week at training. Obviously, we pick a team by what we see at training and what we saw in the last game. So that's what we're going for, a more attacking side, a little bit two strikers. Riyad's looking good at training as well. And that's what we're trying to do, be a little bit more creative and take the game to them.
Would you say that you've had more time to prepare for this one in comparison to the opening match?
Yeah, definitely. Look, the opening match, we were told at midday the day before, so there wasn't really much time. But this time around, at least we've got a week. You know, we've had 5 days of training. Hopefully we'll be a little better.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you.
Rajay, second game of the playoffs, dropped points at home. One can say you need to get a win here against a team that also needs a win.
Yeah, both teams, they need a win badly as well. So it will be a very, very difficult game for both teams, because if we lose here, we have to fight very hard to win in Venda, which is not easy. But football being football, anything is possible in football. You cannot rule out another team because of the previous lose or whatever. So football is football. I mean, when we got promoted 2 years ago, we lost the first game 2-0. And we were written off, and we ended up winning the playoffs. So it's not over, because all of us are playing with pride, you know. So we'll just carry on and see where we end.
Talk to us about your plan into this game. I've seen not too many changes that you've made to the team that played against Leopards.
Yeah, we brought in Zungu, you know, to make us play a bit. Against Leopards, it was different. We want players who will fight, because their midfield is the best in the league. Especially in our league, their midfield is the best. You can look at them, you know, they're brilliant. All four, they're brilliant. So we had to play in players who are prepared to fight, not footballers, not skillful players, you know. We wanted people who will show and fight and get involved, and they did. You know, for 90 minutes and to score an equalizer against a team like Leopards is not easy. But today we brought in Zungu to make us play a bit, because the pitch here is very, very big, very big. So Zungu can spray passes from all over the place.
Now, how important is it, as you said, that almost a cup final for both sides? In terms of mentality, coming from that last gasp draw, do you think that the boys are in a better mental condition?
Yeah, they believe in themselves, you know. They believe in themselves, and we have come back from 1-0, 2-0 in the NFD and win games. You know, we've done it about 3 times. So they believe even if you score, they'll come back. They have that belief that we can always get a winner. We believe we can get a winner here, though it's going to be difficult.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
I am Iron Man. Cut. For today's toys, some batteries just don't last long enough. But with Duracell Ultra Power, our #1 longest lasting battery, you can supercharge your Marvel Avengers toys. Duracell Ultra Power.
Hurry up, at a time like this, a cough can ruin my mission. Fortunately, there's Benylin. Be unshakable with Benylin. Starts to work quickly to beat your cough.
What are the things that clients have to say about My Way?
In 6 months, I've had 3 accidents, and all those 3 claims, they were covered. Sometimes it's not about how much you pay, it's actually about what type of service you actually get. What they promised me on the contract is what they've given back to me. That stuff that they have currently, that stuff needs to stay there. Pretty please, because those people are amazing.
Call My Way and get great premiums, awesome service, and the freedom to do things your way. My Way. Why any other way?
What does it mean to be married? To stick together for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. Men's Clinic International, keeping marriages together since 1996. For help with weak erections, early ejaculation and low sex drive, simply text HELP to 32110 or WhatsApp us on 072 315 2574.
Team Huddle. Huddle, but we lost. This isn't a loss, it's a practice for winning.
Nothing makes a mother prouder than seeing her child growing up. But I know as he learns to lead, he'll face even more dirt, germs, and the risk of illness.
That's why in changing seasons, you need strong Dettol protection. Because Dettol cleans and protects against 100 illness-causing germs.
Growing up needs Dettol protection.
Be Dettol sure this cold and flu season, and you could win a house with 1 million rand and daily cash prizes.
Iliaden not only gives you fast relief from a blocked nose, but also cuts the duration by up to 2 days. Ha! And both your suffering 2 days sooner with Iliaden.
Well, good evening and welcome to the Moruleng Stadium. We are in the Northwest Province as Platinum Stars host Jomo Cosmos in Platinum Stars' first home match of the promotional playoffs of 2018. Of course, the winner of this three-team mini-league, effectively, will play in the Absa Premiership next season, while the two that failed to finish top of the standings will campaign in the National First Division. Two of the teams, of course, have been campaigning in the National First Division this current season, with Jomo Cosmos having finished third behind Black Leopards, who currently sit top of the standings in this three-team mini-league event. But Black Leopards have played two matches. This is the second match for both Jomo Cosmos and Platinum Stars. Today's match commissioner, Stan Swart, waiting for the signal to allow the match officials and indeed the respective teams to make their way onto this Moruleng Stadium pitch. A lovely venue it is. It's an intimate venue for those who come out to enjoy the action. They can get up fairly close and personal to the players, and a fairly large pitch for the players to get themselves moving around the park. It's an opportunity to change up the teams for both these coaches, and indeed both these coaches have put out teams that would suggest there is going to be a little more game to be had today, a little more playmaking available from the players who start for these sides today. Well, there is a fair audience that's made their way out and all effectively sit on the grandstand side of this venue. That's with the respective teams out. Jomo Cosmos in the darker red, Platinum Stars in the green, and four match officials that today are led by Victor Hlungwane. So Jomo Cosmos, visiting side, make their way past their opponents. But let's take an opportunity to see who starts for who in tonight's 2017-2018 promotional playoffs match. Roger de Sardo has made a handful of changes to tonight's starting lineup. The coach of Platinum Stars finds himself with a slightly more attacking team. He wants to have his team on the front foot, and, in the hope of claiming a result in their first home playoff match. But Platinum Stars have made 6 changes from the side that started in their 1-0 loss to Black Leopards last Wednesday. Spungune back at right back. Vuamere drops out of the squad. Have a left back in Mpeta, while most of the attacking plays is Kuapeng Nuruddin in the starting lineup. For Jomo Cosmos, they've made 3 changes from the team that started in their 2-2 draw against Black Leopards on Sunday. Kizito Obi finds himself in for the suspended Nduduzi Sibego, while out front Mkhanyiseli Siwahla and Clifford Mulenga return to the starting lineup. They should play as key members in this ball-playing team. Alongside me for this evening's tie, Tsepo Maimane.
Botuetso re bole balela Moruleng re ke go bogele ka barume a mogote ka kore bokone bophirima province ya Bototla reng itomile jalo jaaka go itsegeja ka province ya Platinum Bota ale tebo le tsatsi la gompieno Bototla re ha gona jalo le award e tla tswang o tsabele metshameko e mentsi go gaisa Victor Tlongwane ora jalo le Athutolo Madela ba go tsabisa jalo motshameko wa letsatsi la gompieno go le phefana ka kwaro mme go se phesone kalokalo mele tlhaba marapo Platinum Stars Mototla re ba fitla fano fa ba itse sentle khorogo ya bone gore go diragetseng Mototla re bana ba beile di garawe di peke mo fatshe gore go ntse fela jalo go editswe morago ga gore ba bone jalo molaetsa wa gore ba santse ba letse Platinum Stars ba fitla fano fa Dino Fesera simolla ku di kotemo la tsela gompiane Riyad Nuruddin a gona le tsoro ba le tsela gompiane bo phenya le bala go ya kopele Jomo Cosmos 4-2-3-1 Malepa ga le Big J wa go taboga jalo bo phenya le bala ka le kawana le Mkhanyiseli Siwahla jalo le tebogo Mokobelo Clifford Mulenga ile na go bolotsana substitutes tlhophatse ka bobedi Mototla re bana le batshameki ba ba jesang diwelang mme bano ba ke ba ratile balatedi ba Ezinkosi bora jalo re Victor Tlongwane a tswa jalo go tsamaisa bokate motshameko wa makgaola khangane bank o fitla fano fa Mototla ra le bofomo je tsitsibanya mele mme motho wetso re ke puta and let hand you over to the #1 commentator DD
Victor Hlungwane waiting for the signal to get proceedings underway here at Moruleng Stadium, while Clifford Mulenga stands over the ball. in the centre circle. Victor Flungwane says we can get underway, and Clifford Mulenga begins proceedings here at the Moreling Stadium. It is Platinum Stars who host Jomo Cosmos in this promotional playoff tie. Second match for both of these teams. First at home for Platinum Stars, who tonight turn out in the rather luminous green, while Jomo Cosmos in their more familiar darker red and blue. They've been playing many of their matches in yellow strip in recent times. A little bit of control on the near side. It's Litia Kwapeng wants to work that ball across his midfield. On towards Mulemo Mekwa, 32-year-old from Diepkloof, who of course has played top-flight football for some time, and that looked to be a little bit of a regulation for King Ndlovu, but not allowing the ball to reach him. Bongantuli, disappointingly for Platinum Stars, unable to use the possession while they had control of the ball deep inside Cosmos territory. Ball being scrambled from far side to the near side of the park in an attempt to pick out Teboho Makubela, but unable to work the ball onto the foot of the very pacey Makubela. Throw in here. Sipio Nguni starting in that right back position today. So Vuyomere misses out on a starting place in this lineup. As Roger Desar has attempted to shake things up quite significantly. He says he wants to see this side on the front foot and wants to claim a result in their first home game of the playoffs. All being put out of play on the near side. So 90 seconds in, 0-0 it is. That's King Ndlovu, 25-year-old from Pretoria, who starts in goal for Jomo Cosmos, despite, shall we say, an uncharacteristic error against. And later on in the season, it's kind of uncharacteristic errors as well. Jomo Cosmos benefited one from the playoffs. Gunda rather fortunately handed a goal against Black Leopards. 2-2 draw in their last match. Black Leopards, after having beaten Platinum Stars 1-0 in their opening tie. But indeed, Platinum Stars needing a win today to get to within a point of the log leaders. The same number of games then played. Jomo Cosmos, though, a win today would see them level on 4 points. But let's get the views of the man who sits alongside Tebo Maimane now for this evening's tie. The long-time legend of South African football, who donned the jerseys of, amongst others, Kaizer Chiefs and the Mamelodi Sundowns. Josta Dladla. Josta, this is an intriguing tie in its own right, but much at stake, of course, a place in the Amstel Premiership next season.
Well, it depends how you look at it. I mean, for Cosmos, if they get a victory today, it's obviously going to make it easier for them in the next coming game. And when it comes to Platinum Stars, obviously they need to get like 3 points today after they lost their first game. So it's one of those, like, you know, pressure games for both teams. But I think more pressure for Platinum Stars.
Well, certainly Platinum Stars have yet to get off the mark, having lost 1 from 1. Although the view from the team and certainly from the players is they didn't play badly against Black Leopards in their opening match. They felt that they played quite well. They felt that it all came together in its own right. And they scored what they thought was a legitimate goal. Of course, was flagged for offside. This ball gets through on the far side. The attempted cutback towards one of the danger players, Central, is unsuccessful. And a quick throw-in is being taken here. Luvuletu Mpeta on the far side. So rather than starting Lilo in a makeshift left-back role today, Roger Desar's gone for an out-and-out left-back in Luvuletu Mpeta, which I think is probably more of a play the players that are used to their positions in those positions and hope that they can bring the best out on the day.
I mean, look at it this way. I mean, when Platinum Stars was playing during the season, you see Vuyo playing as a centre midfield, which I think it was one of those unfamiliar position for him. I think he'll give you the best playing as a right back. And I think probably like Roger, if he's not too late, he kind of like, you know, realize that, you know, playing all these players out of that not normal positions, it kind of like, you know, cost the team. So let's just hope, like, you know, obviously the changes are kind of like, you know, going to encourage the players to kind of like give them their best today.
So playing in the rightful positions, we witnessed the first offside of this game. Clifford Mulenga just straying. Sisilani, the assistant, on the far side. Well, Clifford Mulenga is somebody that can play in a fair number of roles for this Cosmos side. Here's a little touch from Nduli and a long-range effort that skews wildly off the boot of Wangu Gome, the Namibian international, 25-year-old, formerly of Bidvest Wits, who's now at Platinum Stars. Played for Civics in Namibia. Namibia has gone through a bit of turmoil in terms of their domestic football. There are 3 Namibian internationals actually on the pitch at the moment. Ananias Gerbart, the left back for Jomo Cosmos, and Denzel House, both Namibian internationals for Jomo Cosmos, and then Wangu Gome, of course, for Platinum Stars. So just over 5 minutes gone, goalless it is. Both these sides searching for a victory here. As we speak of turmoil, but it's been a bit of a bumpy ride for Platinum Stars, who were initially relegated and then gifted a lifeline with points being shuffled around, points being re-awarded, forfeits being recognised by the ABSA Premiership, and major changes in the ABSA Premiership standings. Not to the title, but indeed AmaZulu preparing court documents, I'm told, regarding the fact that they are now out of the top 8 as a result of this, and out of the potential to play for 8 million rand in prize money in the season opening cup competition, the MTN 8 next season. It's a little touch in the middle of the park from Mabula, just working it out to the far side. Lakwela, 22-year-old from Lusikisiki in the Eastern Cape. Touch again from Mabula. It's when they start spraying the passes, get Mkhanyiseli Siwahla in, trying to work for the pace of Makubela, who generally plays down the flanks. Today playing down the left flank rather than right, but he'll almost certainly switch flanks. There is Lakwela. Spanati Lakwela. He's had a couple of injuries this season and found himself suspended for the penultimate match of the National First Division campaign for Jomo Cosmos. 3-0 win over Super Eagles, who were subsequently relegated on the final day of the National First Division. Jomo Cosmos and Black Leopards, the 2 sides that made the playoffs, finished fairly strong. Cosmos winning their match 3-0 to put themselves into a handy position in second place going into the final weekend, and then lost to Leopards, who leapfrogged them into second, but both guaranteed places in the playoffs. Here's Gerbart feeding forward to Mulenga, to Makubela, looks to use his pace, gets the shot in. Zungu was waiting for the opportunity to get a touch in, but Mbeta puts that ball over the goal line. There's Luweto Mbeta from Bloemfontein, but a man who's playing in that left back position, looking to control matters. Makubela trying to get the shot away. It's being impeded by the Platinum Stars defence. This time Spiro Mguni getting himself in the way. Corner taken, and while there was a touch on it, for the corner again it goes. Lebai had a couple of injuries as Lebai, but he turned 34 on Sunday. Ivorian back into the starting lineup. Also missed a handful of matches toward the end of the National First Division campaign for Jomo Cosmos. We have a second corner in the space of a minute. Swept in by Mulenga, and catching practice for Dino Visser. But what have you made of the changes to the starting lineups today? Do you feel that there are 2 better ball-playing teams on the pitch at the moment, and can we expect it to be one of those ball-playing games on this wide-open pitch?
I think obviously with the formations that we looked at, when Platinum Stars is playing like a 4-3-3 formation, you can see that obviously, like, Roger is not trying to sit back. He's trying to get that. He's trying to get the results today, and obviously looking at the Jomo Cosmos. Jomo Cosmos is actually playing with Mulenga up front, who's obviously not that quick, but he's a sharpshooter. He gets chances. You know he's definitely going to use those chances, and he's got the youngsters around him that are going to be using pace to kind of like come and support him when they break through.
5 goals for Cosmos so far this season. For Mulenga wants to add to that here. Opportunity with the ball swept in and just overrunning the ball on this occasion. Litsio Kwapeng. Was he deliberately leaving it for Wangu Gome, who was tucked in behind him? Either way, the tactic did not work as Platinum Stars would have hoped after that fine little run from Dooley into an attacking position. Gerbart goes on the overlapping run, combines with Makubela, searching for a return ball, but a switch of angle here for Cosmos. Drill it out wide. A little bit of a chase on here, and Mabula's put pressure on the defence. Mabula and Lakwela enjoy going down that right flank, but Paolo this time getting involved and helping Cosmos force the corner. So 10 minutes down, and Cosmos have already claimed their third corner of this game. They seem to be the side on the front foot currently and applying pressure on this Platinum Stars defence. Mulenga curled this ball in towards Globo's goal, and it's deflected unkindly. Ooh. Just wide of Dino Visser's goal. Just unkindly wide for Cosmos, who thought they might have had the critical touch there. Looked like Dubai was the final player to get a touch on it, but it must have come off one of the Platinum Stars players. It's been called out by the match officials. And it's another corner, fourth corner of the game, and we're only 10 minutes in. And this time cleared away by the Platinum Stars defence, and this time convincingly cleared by the Platinum Stars defence. So just over 10 minutes down, 0-0 it remains, but certainly both these sides look to be on the front foot here at Moruleng. Tsepo.
Platinum Stars ba bogela jalo setlhopha sa Jomo Cosmos mo bosigong jwa letsatsi la gompieno bosigong jwa la boraro kgwedi tlhola malatsi a le 23 motho tlare gwa go nna thata mo letsatsing la gompieno o sheba ditlhopha tse ka bobedi seemo sa tsone. Platinum Stars go fitlhela ga jana e le bone fela ba ba senang ntlha mo metshamekong e tsweletseng pele metshameko ya di-playoffs. mme setlhopha sa Jomo Cosmos ba na le ntlha e le nngwe morago ga go tshameka maleka a no setlhopha kana dino di le pedi setlhopha kgatlhanong le setlhopha sa ka ko Venda Limpopo setlhopha sa Black Leopards motshameko motho tlareng o rotse isamanya ko ntlha le phelelo epe mme Thato Lengwati a lekalekanya dino mo motsotsong wa bofelo a kgontsha jalo setlhopha sa Jomo Cosmos gore ba tswe ka ntlha bo motshamekong bo ba fitlha fano fa Jomo Cosmos ba itse sentle gore mo letsatsing la gompieno ba go tshwanela go dira go tlala satla bona Mulenga fa Dino Visser bontle again Dino Visser yo wa setla se se fitileng sa Premier Soccer League
ke no monang a taevela di camera ke dio tsa prime baloi tse le re bole e tla ile easy na itatlhela mo fatshe for di camera
awatsa ya tlarela bontle Dino Visser mo wa batshameki ba ba tlhalositsweng ba itse Sesotho Setswana fluently bangwe ba batshameki nae ba mo tlhalositse jalo gore ga o ka go ba bua ka ene jalo o itse sentle sa se dirang o itse dipuo tsa Afrika bontle le ka wana le Dino Visser. Refa baka khara ko barago ya go boa ko barago ka setlhopha sa Platinum Stars Busiso Mthetho Dino Visser mogadi le 20 le borobedi samiki wa maloba wa setlhopha sa Polokwane City setlhopha sa Black Leopard setlhopha sa Bloemfontein Celtic arbone fa Jomo arbone Cosmos Sabo penya le bala ka Zongo Mulenga arbore Mulenga Ferranka de fa Mulenga ba modisa sentle Platinum Stars ko morago mega ye gope bona tla ko ba fa robela bokalwa ya detene rola ka tlhogo ko morago Dikwena ba go tshwanelwa ke go bona phenyo ka sengwe le sengwe se bana le sone mo letsatsing la gompieno Bonginkosi Ntuli le kawana le enge le pai le kawana la kako Divoy mogadi le 30 le boraro enge re bone fa Thato Lengwati re bone Vieira Romile go fitlhela ga jana Vieira ga sa tlholele mosimane mo tselleolo o slender Joster
mare ke podia e tshepo since le ngwana a soka e ba motho le ro fedile o tshwana le bo rona ba ntse re ja o lo re tlhole podi tsana tsa bo Vieira but for go ba midfielder center midfielder o batla tshotse o be motho le rona le mmele gore go no controller ball so podi a tshwereng ke podi sharp for center midfield
Opola jalo go tshameki Vieira ba di naledi tsa maloba gore ba tlhoba bo fatshe khositsile King Dlovu re bone King tankholela kopele Sega tlhogo ko morago Ananias kana le kawana le beta Arbore Jomo Cosmos oh Ababereka gapi Dino Fesser
Ora gore na itse gore go etsa langa bodele na ke bone ka rena sa itse ntwana e etsa mo letseng
Ona bobiritse ko tlele polelo e pele ka bonale ai tharabologela Dino Fesser una e hodisa tota o khona go bona Haya mo phazamisa ko ntlele pelelo epe ona hodisa tshwara ga bedi re bone ya go tswa jaanong ka Maiviera le tlhogonolo Masalesa re bone Platinum Stars go setsa ko morago ba tshabekela kopele Jomo Cosmos Mototla se tlhopha se di se fisa molelo pele ga go le ga ya National First Division ene ya go ikhutsa dirile boa go boikhutsong kana first half se mo sa tla se fetogile Josta gopola jalo gore Motlolisi Maqhupu Linda Mtambo batshameki ba ka bobedi ba bone ba ile go stopping sa Chippa United and bobedi jwa bone ke bone ne le engineers toppers Jomo a very brave man go tsamaisa basimane ba ka bobedi jwa bone
a ba tsamaya nna ne ke nagana gore anong team e tlo fokola but ke ya go bontsha gore o na le dipla tse enough tse lero ha go ka tsama one o mo wa gona o tsa space sa motho mo and then wa bona le anong lantse go le le ka teng o kentse molenga la lo regana matla lo raka matha like before but ke motho lo raka thola chance o gona ka chance tsa di kerang ya no o beile bafana ba tshwana le bo Makobela mo lefting o le re ka pace o gona o sebisa pace ya hae ene tshware le Mabula ka mo righting ba ile re ke di out and out wingers ba ile re batla mathela Malenga mo center forward
gona nete feta yeo Josta bakola di khambuntsi jwa bone ba tlhalosetse ga le Linda Mtambo Motlolisi Maqhupu ga mo gone le ka wona lele tshameka morago wa bone ke tla go bollela ke tla go nela ene bo tsamo ja dako ga bone ba tlogela setlhopha sa Jomo Cosmos mongolo mangwe tota na tlhalosa ga setlhopha sa Jomo Cosmos ba go sokola thata Jomo Sono a bontsha ga ile mo katisi tota ebile a itse sa se dira
and se ba ka level the way Jomo Cosmos it's samkang ka teng the way Jomo Cosmos it's samkang ka teng season ay thoma slow so ke di slow starters mo league but towards the ba tshwana le Black Leopards ba tshwana towards the middle of the season o ba bona se le bona go top 5 e leng go teng
bile go tlalletsa mo go se buang ka sone tota Josta o tlhalositse Jomo sona gana buisana le Kwena Mabelo gore di tlhadile pedi tse di fetileng kana ga itsana mo metshamekong ya di playoffs gana tla qualify to PSL gopola jalo motshameko wa bona bofelo ba tshamekile le setlhopha sa Moraka Solos kana kweo ba sa tswa go latlhegelwa ka dino di le pedi ko Venda ba latlhegelwa kgatlhanong le setlhopha sa Black Leopards ene le motshameko wa bone wa ntlha ka jalo o tlhalosa jalo gore ga gore ga ba tshamekile Maleka kana Platinum Stars ba latlhegetse motshameko wa bone wa ntlha ga go fedile santse go tlalola
the way go leng ka teng game the way leng ka teng important for Platinum Stars ka re Platinum Stars e tshwentse gore e wine gore e bana le chance ya gore ka bana le chance ya gore ka boa mo situations sa PSL and then le Cosmos le ona the way leng ka teng e tshwentse gore e wine ga e ka wina at least tla bana le 4 points le gore e ba fa chance ya gore ha ba ka tlokopana le King le Black Leopards mo second round ya bona anything can happen more draw e ka di penalty ga ba ka wina ba gona go ya ko PSL vice versa le Black Leopards ga e ka ja Jomo Cosmos le ona e na le chance ya gore ka boa so team tse kaofela di na le chance nda itse gore go important gore game ba wina kaofela
Beboto o tsetsono ya go lebogisa ba ratile ba latedi ba ka kwano moruleng nnete ke gore ba tlile ba ga isitse ba ka go phokeng o nnete jwa kgang ke gore ba tlile le baleng bo letsatsi la gompieno a re bone Jomo a re bone bona ba raga le kgakala e be feta fela e soletse na role ka le kgakala Tebogo Mabula be go fetela ga jara e sa tsele le fela setlhopha sa Platinum Stars e le fela setlhopha sa Jomo Cosmos. Potso ke gore a re tla tswa ka dino fa kana re tla tswa ka eng? D.
So 20 minutes down, Platinum Stars 0, Jomo Cosmos 0. As this promotional playoffs tie continues, both these sides desperate for a victory that'll see them edge closer to Black Leopards, who currently find themselves top of the standings in the three-team mini-tournament, as it were. Here's Nguni looking to take on Makubelo, shows his defensive prowess as well. Another player who recently celebrated a birthday, turned 26 last week. Speedy Tibugo Makubela. Needs to score more goals though. Well, appeals for a handball in the area. Actually hacked away. Mulenga chasing. In the end, fair shoulder challenge, says Victor Hlungwane, who's signalling to Mulenga, finds himself prone on the surface to say nothing wrong with that clash of shoulders. And Tedwa came away with possession. Former Tucks and Free State Stars man. There's a bed on the far side. There's a striking resemblance to a certain Josta Dladla.
I don't believe it.
Have you ever noticed that? Have you ever looked at the screen with Mbeta, a little close up? And
Nah, I haven't checked it out. Probably we should get a slow-mo on him so I can check out his face.
We'll get a slow-mo of Mbeta just now and get him at full stride. Masalisa feeding out to Mbeta now. It's back inside with Mekwa. Good combination play. Lovely little 1-2. Mbeta's got the potential to cross in. Quality ball. This time just the tiniest intervention from Angi Lebai before Nduli got on the end of it. Under a little pressure on that far flank. The ball eventually worked away by La Cuela. He's only 22 years old. There's Wangu Gome. He seems to have just injected a little industriousness into the side as a touch from Guapeng sets up an opportunity here for Platinum Stars to take the lead. How did they not find the back of the net? Well, Guapeng had the opportunity himself, and then the miss from Nduli in the end, the deflection away, means we're going to stay in that section of the field. It's a corner to Platinum Stars, but this is a real opportunity for Guapeng himself. Good control.
It's a save.
And then Nduli. I don't know much about that. There might have been a slight touch.
That's a save. That's a great save, I got to tell you. I saw that.
Great save. Okay. It was going straight at his head.
Oh yeah.
Accidentally hit his hand on the way through.
Oh yeah, I saw that as well. But great save anyway, because he still kept a clean sheet on his side.
There's not much that the goalkeeper knew about that. This time, the attempted header by Mtetwa finds itself hovering well over that crossbar, looping ball over the crossbar. Wasted opportunity, but well, Glover, you've got to give him credit for the save. At least he made his body big, came out, tried to close down the angle on Nduli, who had the shot. But certainly Guapeng had the opportunity himself to go for goal himself. Somehow scrambled the ball back towards the onrushing Nduli, who fired a powerful shot. And somehow that ball kept out by King Glover, who doesn't so much wear a crown as protective headgear these days. A handful of goalkeepers in world football wear protective headgear following incidents that have seen them suffer concussions or some sort of facial damage generally. Peter Cech is among those who's taken that route. Certainly the long-time servant of Chelsea football and subsequently Arsenal football. He's proved to be somebody who's influenced a number of players around the world, goalkeepers around the world.